Thank you, Heather. Good night, UPP. Oh man, you know what UPP stands for, right? United Progressive Party. This is the political party in Antigua and Barbuda that is united for progress, ladies and gentlemen. I want to pause to let you know and to encourage you to stand firm where you are and don't be intimidated by your opponents and your distractors. I heard them say that I allude to calling the opponent devil people. I just want you to understand something tonight. Please understand that God has set up powers and he has brought them down. 1971 to 1976, God set up the PLM. You know what PLM stands for? Progressive Labor Movement, to run the affairs in Antigua and Barbuda. For whatever reason, he allowed Antigua Labour Party to take over in 1976 and has operated for 28 years. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2004, God has appointed the United Progressive Party to govern the affairs in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda. I will say this again without fear, that God, I believe with all of my heart, that God will do it again in 2014. When that would have happened, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be sure that it is God's permissive will. And whatever God allows, I challenge all Antigua and Barbuda, residents and citizens alike, to live with it and live responsibly. Let me tell you something else. I've seen on some shirts and on some placards and on lampposts, ready to rebuild. Well, somebody say rebuild what? If you're going to rebuild, then something is broken. Well, I don't know what is broken. So, if we're going to rebuild Antigua, then Antigua and Barbuda mash up. Well, I am not convinced about that. I don't know where I'm living. Well, let me tell you something. The United Progressive Party is the repairer of the breach that was that happened prior to 2004. I want you to know, and you remember, that during the 10 years of the Lester Bird regime, that things broke down in Antigua and Barbuda. And it takes the United Progressive Party under the leadership of the Honorable Dr. Winston Baldwin Spencer from 2004 until now to engage in the rebuilding process. I am saying again, without fear, that the United Progressive Party is the repairer of the breach. The building is in progress. The rebuilding is now taking place. And let me tell you something, my brothers and sisters. We do not need a change in governance. What we need is maintenance of what has begun since 2004. When I talk to the single parents out there and those families with many children, they are happy to be able to send their children to school and not worry that they will be fed a hot meal at lunchtime for $5 per week. $5 per week. Single parents, if you're out there, let me hear you shout, yes, for the school meals program. The school meals program is a work in rebuilding, is a rebuilding work in Antigua and Barbuda. Now, I have a daughter in the U.S., and, you know, I could just stay in contact with her anytime. Thank God for the United Progressive Party and for Dr. Edmund Mansour, working out of the office of the Prime Minister in the Ministry of Telecommunications, that makes it possible for me, by the click of a button, to stay connected with my daughter in the United States of America. We thank God for his vision of bringing 4G LTE network in Antigua and Barbuda. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that because of the Antigua, the United Progressive Party, the Antigua and Barbuda has become the ICT capital of the Caribbean. Not only are we the ICT capital of the Caribbean, but we're in the tops where ICTs is concerned internationally. Before I go, I want you to understand that it is the United Progressive Party that brought back the pride to Antigua and Barbuda. This is the rebuilding process. This is the work in progress. Prior to 2004, Antigua was considered one of the most corrupt little nations in the world. I want to join with Calypso Joe to say the pride is back. The pride is back. The pride is back. Let me take, thank you. Let me take this opportunity before I run away to encourage you people in St. George's constituency to give Jackie Quinn Leandro 5 more years. I know that she made a promise to you guys that she needs 15 years to serve the people of St. George's. 10 years have gone, 5 more years to go. Give it up for Jackie Quinn Leandro, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take this opportunity to encourage you on election morning 2014 that you go out and vote and make sure that the Honorable Wilma Daniel in St. Philip South return to the Parliament of Antigua and Barbuda. Go out and make sure that the Sean of a new day is elected to the lower house after the elections in 2014. And ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm in a little limbo. But whether it is St. Peter's or the new constituency, C.W. Terrific Roberts is going to create some disturbance in the constituency of St. Peter's. And I told you already that a vote for C.W. Terrific Roberts, it's a vote for you, the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Go out on election day. Early out, keep them out. Early out, keep them out. Early out, keep them out. Ladies and gentlemen, let us stand firm for a 3rd term under the leadership of the Honorable Dr. Winston Baldwin Spencer. Good night. God bless. Be exalted, O God, in the heavens. May your glory be seen in the nation of Antigua and Barbuda. Remember, God loves you, and so do I love you.